And big question, if I already sell big ticket affiliate products or, mid tickets, will your program help me? Will Launch Freedom help me? Good morning to you, Marlon Sanders here. Good news. My tooth is no longer hurting. Now I just have to manage my blood pressure a little bit. When you have pain, your blood pressure goes up. So there's a little bit. It was elevated. Good morning to you. What's up? What's up? What's up? Let me get my Facebook group up so I can see names over here. Want to talk to you about how do you be prolific? How do you keep passion alive? It's an important topic. There we go. Good morning, Jim. It's an important topic because if you're going to be prolific, you got to have passion. You see, part of being able to sell bigger tickets and mid tickets is just your passion. You see, anyone can create an intellectual product. Anyone can create a product that's just another product. It's like information. But see, if there's not a person behind it with fire, there's not a person around it with passion, if there's not a person behind it with magnetic freaking attraction, all it is another product on the shelf. All it is another product in a catalog. All it is something that doesn't ignite any passion for people to buy and ascend to whatever level you're ascending people to. Because, see, people ascend because of magnetic attraction to you, to your ideas, to your world. And the reason they ascend is they want to enter your world. They want to enter your lifestyle. They want to enter your passion, your belief. That's why people ascend. And if you don't have passion, if you lose your passion, you lose all of that. How many people do you know that have lost it? I'll tell you how you know if people have lost it. If they're not reading, they're not buying, they're not educating themselves, they're not creating new ideas, they've lost it. How many people do you know who brag about it? Yeah, I don't buy courses no more. Yeah, I don't bother to read. It's a waste of time. I just execute. That's all right. Execution is at a premium, but I'll tell you what. If you start producing stuff and you lost your passion, yeah. It's like, why does a band's hit when they come out at first? It's like ignites on fire, right? And then it wanes. The reason is because their fire on that music, the fire dies out. The passion dies out. Other than Meatloaf, I swear until the day he died, I think he was as passionate as he was when he was young, although his voice waned, but his passion didn't. So how do you do it? Well, my contention is to keep your passion alive, you got to keep learning. Now, I don't care if you read, listen to audio, buy courses, attend seminars, in-person events. I don't care. It's irrelevant. It's about, are you alive as a person or are you dead? See, the people that brag about, well, I don't read anymore, I don't learn anymore, I don't buy courses no more, they're already a walking zombie. They just don't know it yet. They're already the land of the dead. They already lost passion. They're already on the downward scale and they just don't know it yet. They're already a walking zombie. It's like those movies where you have a walking zombie, but the zombie doesn't know they're a zombie yet. That's what they are. They're the walking dead. They're the walking zombie. And so, hey, good morning, Matt. Matt, this is true, is it not? Do you know how many people do you know that lost their fire? They lost their passion. And what And what they would say used to carry fire and passion in it, but now it carries no life. How many people do you know like that? Right? So I believe that Charlie Tremendous Jones said many years ago, leaders are readers, right? And before I get to that quote, I want to remind you of this. Today, this is the topic over here on my blog. Let me get over there on marlonsnews.com. This is the blog post. People call me an OG of OGs, but I still buy training frequently here. Why? And as proof that people call me an OG of OGs, here's the quote from Matt Gill, who's an OG himself. There are 6 horsemen of internet marketing. Nowadays, there are hundreds of IM gurus, but these are the only OGs that I learned from in the 90s. Corey Rudel, Declan Dunn, Marlon Centers, Terry Dean, Mark Joyner, Levi, Jonathan, myself. And I did seminars with Deck and Jonathan. Much respect and thank you, gents. I can never repay for all your leadership. Pioneering changed my life. So this is the blog post. How to keep your passion on fire. People call me an OG of OGs, but I still buy training frequently here. Why? It's marlonsnews.com. Now, you got to be prolific. So here's the second part of this. In the info product business, the way I teach it, the way I believe it, and there's a lot of reasons that I believe it this way, you need to be prolific. Now, I understand you're going to have the very first thing when you talk about being prolific and doing lots of launches and creating lots of products, you're going to have someone, well, Marlon, I do evergreen and I don't need to create no more product. Well, listen, dog, I don't know how many evergreen products you got, but I got more. Let's be honest here. I got more. That product's been selling since 1997 and still freaking sell. That's about as freaking evergreen as it gets. But I still believe in doing live trainings and I still believe in doing new products. Why? Number one is it's serving your customers. Like, I mean, I think my products in 1997 are great. 2001 are great. Some of them are horribly out of date. Not all of them. But let me tell you something. There's a lot of new stuff going on. Hopefully you've learned something in the last 20 or 25 or 10 years, 5 years that you need to be putting in new products. Hopefully. If you want to serve your customers well, you need to keep coming out with new stuff. That's number one. Number two, people like buying new things. I love selling the evergreen stuff, but people like buying new things. Number three, I believe you can get a premium for live training that's very difficult, that's much more difficult to get with an evergreen product, especially without a really hard sell webinar. Now, there's nothing wrong with hard sell webinars, but let me tell you, FTC is very well funded right now. They weren't that way under the Trump administration. The budget, last I heard, has tripled. It may have gone up more than that. And some of these hard sell webinars and hard sell things are going to get slammed. They're going to get in trouble. Like people we know in the industry got letters from the FTC and have quit doing their hard sell evergreen webinars. Have quit doing them because they got a letter. And the letter is, stop doing this crap or you're going to have a world of hurt come down on you like fire. And that's already happened to people that didn't listen to the letter, right? So that's the thing. New products are easier to sell. New things are easier to sell than the evergreen. I love the evergreen, love selling the evergreen. But if we're talking about a $350, $500 ticket or more, if it's evergreen, you probably need some hard sell to sell it, and you may have to go across a line that you don't want to go across. If it's new, it's just easier to sell. That's my experience. If it's new, and especially if it's live, it's just easier to sell. It just is, right? Now, the other thing is I just think there's something to staying alive and keeping learning and expressing that in products. right? If you're not creating products, you don't have as much incentive to keep learning and stay mentally alive, right? Now, I want to tell you another angle on this that's very personal. My mentors, I wrote an article about this. Again, it's back on my blog. I'll show it to you here. I wrote an article about this the other day. I believe it was Don't Freak Out If on Day One Your Launch is Slow. I think it was that one. But anyway, whoops, sorry about that. The lesson was this. My mentors are Lou and Anita Williams. When they got older, in their golden years, Lou spent 6 months or a year creating a consulting course. I have it downstairs. 2 huge, beautiful, thick books. Problem is it didn't sell. And Anita spent like a long time writing a book that like sold okay, but it didn't do that much. Now, in contrast to that, let me just show you the contrast and the difference. Go over here to Amazon. We search Katrina Ruth. So Katrina has 50 books. Like, I don't even, how do I view all her books? There's a view all here somewhere. Well, I guess that's most of them right there. She has 50 books. Now, which do you think is going to get more people into your funnel and so forth? 50 Kindle books or 1? Now, I mean, if you're that guy or gal that has the one huge mega hit, okay, if you write 7 Habits of Highly Successful People, if you write the 4-Hour Workweek, all right, that's probably the only book you need. Although both of them have written other books, right? If you're Joe Vitale and you're in The Secret, you don't need more books. But let me show you something. Joe is more prolific, I think, than Katrina Ruth. Like, if we go over here to Joe Vitale, that's because Joe's mentally alive. Joe keeps learning and reading all the time. Right here, 21 hours ago, he released a new book. Joe Vitale, Unexpected Kindness. I don't have to go back very far here to see the last book he launched, right? Let's see here. Somewhere in here, not very long, he releases like a book. Really freak. Okay, there was Unexpected Kindness coming up. Anyway, you don't have to go back very far. He releases more books. And is inspired. He's inspired more people to release. Oh, darn it. You couldn't just see this. Let me scroll back. I always forget to switch over the freaking screen. Here's the book, Unexpected Kindness. Right? There's his dog. He loves his dog. Cabby. All right. And if you just keep scrolling, you're going to find you don't have to go back too far here before the book that he launched before that one. He's promoting Unexpected Kindness right here. But it's there it is. The positive. Is this the one? Happy birthday, Joe. Thank you for bringing so much life into the world. Oh, that was somebody that he inspired to create a book. So anyway, you don't have to go back very far here and you will see one of his other books. There's one he did, Meet and Grudge. He's got like, he doesn't even know how many books he has now. This is true. He doesn't even know how many books he has. During the time we did our year mastermind during freaking pandemic, I believe he came out with 4 books, maybe 5 books. It was every time I turned around, he had a new book for us. It was just ridiculous, right? That's because he's mentally alive. And that's why he's called Joe the Fire Vitale. He stays on fire, literally. Literally. He's very mentally alive. This is how you keep the passion alive, and this is how you stay prolific, right? This is how you keep the passion alive. This is how you stay prolific. So, listen, I'm going to shut down the cart. I should have already shut it down last night. Shutting down the cart on Freedom Launches. We begin Tuesday at 5 Eastern Standard Time. I'm releasing pre-launch content today. We have a payment plan. If the price is not comfortable for you, there is a payment plan that it's $127 a month for 3 months. Most of you can afford that. You need to be, so someone today was selling, one of my customers selling a big ticket affiliate product said, Marlon, I sell big ticket affiliate products. Will this help me? What, can I produce my own big ticket products? I'm saying, yeah, not only that, I'll show you how to spin them up faster than you can imagine. Not only that, I then in chat told her how to come up with unlimited product ideas. And like, it took me 1 minute, less than a minute. And now she's on fire creating tons of product ideas, already doing it. It says, and I'm going to show her how to spin those things up at light speed, the products. This is about the decision. That's all it is. This is about the decision to productize and monetize. Productize and monetize. Productize and monetize. It is a decision. You could afford freedom launches if you decide to productize and monetize, because you'll get in there, you'll produce something, and then you'll start promoting it. You'll produce something else and start promoting it. Before you know it, you got good money coming in and you're building an audience, right? Abso-freaking-lutely. All right, guys, this is it. Y'all have a great day. And I look forward to seeing y'all